Hello everyone, my name is Gerald. Welcome to Studio Ploy.
Like the what?
I got my head in the clouds so high, feet on the ground, but I still get by.
We are currently on site at our latest turnover project, and I'm very excited to share this one very special DIY for this makeover. Come on, let's go. We've created it from blank wall to the deep blue sea. It's our very first kids' bedroom mural, and we are officially in love. At just 7.25 square meters, this bedroom is highly compact. A minor change to the AC cladding even forced us to reorient the loft bed ladder. We originally planned a car-themed wall mural. However, during a dinner with the owners early in the makeover, Fidel mentioned he preferred sea creatures when asked about his interest without giving away the surprise. We were thrilled to see how much he loved the final look during the turnover, and the client's verdict, Fidel says, his favorite part is everything. Check out the full DIY or makeover video for this tiny bedroom to see how we brought this underwater world to life. At 32 kasi akala nyo 32. We're starting halfway through the makeover with our loft bed install and AC pipe cladding. The entire unit and the small bedroom has been repainted already, but works were delayed due to concerns with the AC pipes and the cladding work approval. The owner specially requested for a loft bed as it perfectly solves the client's need for a long-term flexibility as their family grows. By leaving lower footprint completely open, the room can seamlessly adapt to 3 different life stages without requiring new major furniture structures. I totally forgot I was filming on my other phone. I went from partially blocking the shot to completely covering it. Going back, to maximize this tiny bedroom, we make sure to incorporate having hidden compartments to keep the floor clear. Every piece should pull double duty so they can utilize every square inch without the room feeling cramped. A huge thank you to Ate Rose, the incredible kind owner of Richard's Furniture. She personally ensured that everything was installed perfectly and exactly to specifications. Since the building lacks provision for split-type units, nearly the entire pipe to the condenser must remain exposed and requires covering. Additionally, this layout adjustment required us to change the orientation of our loft bed ladder, which actually worked out perfectly and makes the room feel more organized. Our surprise wall mural experienced some delays because we also had to cover the AC pipe before preparing the wall. However, those preparations are complete and we are finally ready to begin work on the mural after today.
Kamay ni Kuya, maybe?
I was about to start on the mural when the curtain supplier called, asking to do the installation tomorrow instead of our scheduled date because they'll be out of town. I went ahead and squeezed them in. Pushing it to a later date would delay our turnover, and we need to finish everything before Fidel's first day of school. As earlier mentioned, this mural is a complimentary gift to Fidel. Having completed various artworks, I wanted to challenge myself with a larger scale project. We originally planned a car theme, but during our meeting, we asked Fidel about his interest, and since he preferred an ocean theme, we gladly adjusted the design to feature underwater creatures. Then I had Elsa tape the edges of the wall to get ready for our Limewash application. I really want that dreamy, cloudy underwater look with warm neutral undertone as our backdrop, which is why I went with Alrik for our Limewash. Then we start with the application. Applying the initial Limewash coat is about building a uniform, primed foundation. The goal is to fully cover the wall with thin, fluid strokes to establish an even base surface, setting up the foundation for the characteristics chalky depth and natural breathable texture of your Limewash finish. We had to let the first layer dry completely before adding the second and final coat. The next day, I painted this last layer on random to create a soft, cloudy underwater effect. After giving the Limewash an extra day to dry, I sketched out the sea creatures and made sure everything was perfectly scaled to the wall size. Rookie mistake, I forgot to film a part of the painting process, but we had a blast adding random blue acrylic smudges with sponge to create extra dimension on our Limewash backdrop. Our little Nemo is coming to life. A clownfish was the perfect addition to captivate kids and tie the unit's orange color scheme together. By starting with an underpainting, I was able to perfect the tones and prevent mistakes. From there, I built up the details and outlines for a polished finish. I started with smaller elements to gauge how much I could get done on the mural, as I only have 1 to 2 hours to work on the mural after installation works. I learned the hard way that skipping the underpainting on the orca was a bad idea. I was trying to rush the process since I could only work on the mural during quiet hours, but it ended up being way harder. Lesson learned, I'll be underpainting the rest of the animals to make sure everything goes smoothly from here on out. Another issue, since we've been juggling a few projects, I couldn't track down my brushes. You might notice I'm only using a tiny brush and a foam brush right now, but I always find these limitations exciting. I make it a habit this time to tackle the underpainting for our sea creatures the night before. By blocking in this initial monochrome or muted base layers, I can establish the mood, depth, and three-dimensional form of the whale and turtle so we can build on it the next day. I only managed to finish the turtle the next day because we had to shop for a few furniture and styling pieces. We also needed everything delivered right away, as we didn't want to wait for the standard delivery time from Ikea. I believe this was on a Saturday, which gave me the perfect opportunity to work on our blue whale, the largest creature featured on our mural. Nailing the perfect tone for our blue whale took a couple of layers. I had to repeatedly tweak the paint, as my first attempts accidentally made it look like a frog instead. And to bring the underwater scene to life, I added seagrass and several creatures, including jellyfish, to complete our under the sea mural and also to fill in the empty spaces. I also included a treasure chest on the seafloor to match Fiddle's outgoing and adventurous spirit, and finished the look with a manta ray swimming across the upper part of the wall. Who better to evaluate our kids' bedroom mural than the little apprentices? Right after their vaccine appointments on Saturday, I brought them in for an official review to see what adjustments we should make. Take a look at the initial Under the Sea wall mural reveal, the Little Apprentice edition.
Dito, anak!
But I still get by.
Can you choose your favorite? Wow, Nino. How about you? What's your favorite? Which one? Wow. You like that one? Wow. What is that? It's a whale. Oh. A bluefish. Turtle? Which one? That one?
Seeing the smiles on our little apprentices, I went ahead and added the final details, plus a few extra magical creatures, and signed it as our official seal of authenticity. Finally, we sealed the wall mural with a matte top coat to protect the paint and keep it looking fresh for years to come. Next, I removed the frog tape used to protect the edges and started cleaning the floor. This will allow me to bring in the chest drawer, freeing up space in the living room as we finish some installs, then styling. Since we assembled the chest drawers a couple of weeks ago, it's been taking up space in the living room. I was so glad to finally get it into the kids' bedroom and start organizing the owner's items to style the room. To give the under the loft bed a bit more seclusion, we added a pull-down shade that doubles as a cozy privacy curtain. It allows the user to easily adjust how much to see or be seen, transforming an open underbed space into a quiet study or sleeping nook. Due to recent layout update, the hooks from our wishlist have been relocated. Instead of being placed on the wall opposite the loft bed, they will now be installed in the original ladder area. This letterboard serves as a beautiful decor accent while offering great developmental benefits. It's the ultimate creative outlet for Fidel, giving him the freedom to play with words, practice his spelling, and change the room's message to match his daily imagination. I took the height measuring puzzle that the owner bought in and decided to put it up on the bedroom door so Fidel could track his height whenever he wants. This mini bedroom makeover was both a fun and a challenging project. It was our very first time creating a DIY wall mural, and we managed to squeeze all the furniture and decor perfectly into a cozy 7.25 square meter space. We hope you enjoy the final reveal as much as we love creating it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and watch out for the full makeover video of this 2-bedroom unit. I'll see you guys in the next one.